A 63-year-old farmer disappears without a trace after leaving for a business trip. He got a train ticket as he usually did when going on a business trip, told his wife and kids he would be back in a few days, and never returned for the next 30 years. Fast forward to August 2021, a car stops in front of his family home and drops the now 93-year-old off. What could have possibly happened, and where has he been for all those years? Join us today as we discuss this amazing story. 1991, a regular morning in the countryside of Romania. Vasil Gorgos, a 63-year-old farmer, told his family that he was going on a business trip. He would often take business trips by train to different cities around Romania to go and trade cattle. Vasil would usually return after a day or two, but when he had been gone for several days with no contact, his family became concerned. They contacted the police and began searching for him, but he was gone without a trace. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, and months turned into years since the family had heard from Vasil. Eventually, the family assumed he must have passed away. They mourned his death and regularly held memorial services for him. On the 29th of August 2021, a car pulled up in front of the Gorgos family house where they still lived. A now 93-year-old Vasil Gorgos stepped out of the back seat and made his way to the front door. His family greeted him with shock and confusion, as well as immense amounts of joy. They noticed he was wearing the same exact clothes that he went missing in, and still had the 30-year-old train ticket in his pocket. When asked by reporters and family where he had been for the last 30 years, Vasil simply replied, "I was home." Vasil underwent a thorough medical examination, which determined that he was in good health for his age. Apart from his memory issues, he was unable to remember anything that had happened for the last 30 years. To him, it had only been a few days since he left his family. His memory of the house, his family, and his work from 30 years ago was perfect. Now, there are a number of theories as to what could have happened to Vasil. Some people say he had abandoned his family for a new life. When his health deteriorated, the new people in his life abandoned him, bringing him back to the family he left behind. Others believe he was imprisoned for 30 years. This could explain why he was wearing the same clothes and still had his train ticket. He may have been too ashamed to talk about what happened, which is why he wouldn't explain when asked where he had been. And perhaps the wildest one is that he was abducted by aliens, experimented on for 30 years, and then returned with no memory. What about you? What do you think really happened to Vasil? Share your thoughts down in the comments section. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And until next time,